Hey, what's up guys? This is Johan, and on this video I'll be adding some feather dusters to the 20-gallon nano. Alright guys, so I've had these feather dusters float in here for about 15 minutes, an hour. I didn't forget about them, but I put them in here, just let them float, and they, as you can see, they're already opening up. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put a pitcher jar like I usually do, hang it over the edge and start the drip acclimation. I wanted to get some of these feather dusters because I started to dose the system, not dose, but I started to feed the system a lot more, so I wanted another element in there that is actually eating the type of plankton and the baby brine shrimp that I'm feeding to the pipefish. The coral are loving that I'm feeding the tank a lot more, because usually I used to do it once a week with the reef roys, but now I'm doing it every 2 or 3 days. To feed the pipefish. So I want to add at least 2 more feather dusters. I may be adding a few more. I have some of the tiny feather dusters that's all around the tank, but I wanted to at least get some big ones that's going to help clean the tank out and eat some of the extra floating particulates. Alright guys, so here is my little acclimation pitcher. I think it's like a 1-liter pitcher that I got from like the dollar store. So it only cost me $1. And then what I do, I just usually hang it on the edge of the tank and it sits right there. I put empty out the water of the whichever thing that I buy, like in this case it's the feather duster, so it might be fish feather duster, whatever. Put them in here, and then I'll just run an airline tube from here and into this, and just suck on it and let it start dripping. So how I would do it, because this is a little bit higher than the actual tank, so I just let the airline run down a little bit so that the gravity will pull the water down, and then the force will be able to pull the water back up and into this. So I wouldn't have to leave this down and let it actually be too low. It will be about the same height or even above it. Now guys, to try the feather dusters into the system, but I got these from a buddy of mine. I was gonna buy some, but I was like, let me see if I can get some first, and he was like, oh, I got some, if you want them, you could come get them. So I went ahead and got them. Alright, time to start the acclimation. Alright guys, so I could not get that siphon to work because I have a shorter bit of what you call that, airline tubing, so it's not it's not able to create enough force that the water has to go down. So I just got the shorter airline tubing and said whatever, and did it from the hang-on back filter. It's off currently. I hope it doesn't empty out the entire filter before I put it back on, but the filter is kind of loud, so I didn't want it to pick up the audio. Anyways, in the meantime, whilst we wait that to fill up, I want to show you guys what the system looks like, how all the corals are coming along. So take this as another mini update for the 20-gallon nano. It's not the end of the month yet, but you know, still going there. There goes the pipefish back behind there, just doing his thing, her thing, not sure, being cute, you know, just going along the system. Then all the corals, like this one is already starting to encrust, or it has already encrusted on the rock. This is just a Playdin Monty. It kept falling over, so I just put it here, and the crabs don't really get back here, so the crabs keep tipping it over where it was, so I just put it here. In the meantime, I started encrusting there, so I just left it there, and this is growing. This is still Playdin out, as you can see. Then this over here, one thing that happens, I used to have my rock flow anemone right here, but it decided to take a walk, and now it's over here, and it's a lot more small than it usually is, but it's probably just the angle because it's stretched up all the way up there to get that the light that it wants. So let me swing around, and it all happened after I stopped feeding the system. It just decided to take a walk, so it looks small, but it's actually bigger from this side actually. But the leg goes all the way down back behind into, you know how anemones do, they just stretch everywhere. And there is a better look of that pipefish just chilling, hunting. So far it's doing good. I was hoping that, you know, I didn't get a fish that I can't feed, and I knew that I was feeding it, but I was just hoping that some way at least it would feed without me feeding it. And there's a lot of copepods in the system, so it's dining on that, and then when I come home and I feed it every 2 or 3 days, then it gets something to eat. But you know, these corals, I need to take care of these Euphyllia, because they are, well, they're a little bit closed up because I have the white lights on. I don't usually have the white lights on, but yesterday when I looked right in between here, they were already touching. And if you could see right there, the base of that forest fire digitata, you can see how it's stripped right there. So it's starting to sting that forest fire digitata. So I gotta do something with these Euphyllia. I'd like to keep them where they are. Oh, bless me. Okay, so I would like to keep them where they are, but just the fact that they are coming over and stinging the forest fire digitata, which is it's a quick growing coral for a hard coral, but it's still slower growing compared to these Euphyllias. Like I say, these are huge. Like, that's my finger in comparison, and it's not fully extended. So it is, I think, about 10:30 p.m. So it's starting to close up now. At about 8 p.m. for me, that's when I think, I can't remember how the pro coral, the guys at the LFSs, they have a specific way of saying it. When the coral reaches its peak coloration, or its peak extension, that happens for me at about 8 p.m. So the lights come on at 12, so 8 to 12 p.m. that's at like 8 p.m. That's when the corals are fully extended, and like these Euphyllias are like twice the size, so it's a little bit smaller, but twice the size. This torch extends to about here, this torch over here extends to up here, and then all the corals are just look as bright as they can under the blue light. So like I said, I did turn the white lights on, so they are closed up a little bit. Even this forest fire digitata is a little bit extended. All the pulses are still out there. So yeah, the system is doing good. I think I just ran out a little bit whilst I was talking of water in the hang on back filter. So let's go ahead and turn that back on so I could get some more water pouring over. Alright guys, so my acclimation container is just about filled. The water line is here, so I initially started with about this amount of water. In the bag it came with about down here, and I just dumped out about this amount, and now it's fully filled all the way up to here. So I feel like the feather dusters are fully acclimated. I could leave them to sit in this for like 5 or 10 more minutes, but I think they should be fine. They pretty much just adjusted all the way to the new system, so I might just leave them here for 5 minutes, just for, since these are my first feather dusters, large feather dusters per se. So I might leave them here 5-10 minutes, let them acclimate. But they already opened up all the way. Yeah, they'll just like a bouquet of flowers. So they're ready to get into the tank, but I'm gonna leave them. Probably gonna do a slight little dusting just to see how they react to food. Alright guys, so I have the feather dusters in here. I'm gonna see how they react to food. I'm gonna first start off with the instant baby brine shrimp and see how they react to that, and then after that I'm gonna go with the riffroids. I know they're gonna react good to the riffroids because that's what my friend was feeding, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. I know they're gonna react good to this, so I'm gonna see how they react to the actual my baby brine shrimp first. So I'm just gonna dip my finger in here and then swish it around. You can kind of see the particles floating in. Let's see what happens. Alright guys, so they look like they are ready to get into the system, so let's go ahead and get these guys into the aquarium. I'm going to go ahead and drain out all the water and catch them in the nets, rinse them off in some of the tank water, and then add them in with my little reaching stick. Alright guys, so one of these guys have, don't give any, give 0 F's. I took out all the water and it just came straight back out. Get back in your shell. Get back in your shell. It doesn't care. So let me hurry up, rinse these guys out to put them in the tank. Alright guys, so the feather dusters are in the system now. You can see them right there, 2 of them. I just propped them in there. I gotta go back and put them in the sunbed, but I didn't want to stress them out anymore, seeing as I had them exposed to air for a little while, and they keep jumping in and out, but they look like they're out and they're happy. And whilst I was just looking at them from this angle, I realized that one of the tiny feather dusters right here, because you guys can see them right there, it's actually sticking out. I thought that was something else. I came over here and looked at it earlier, but I did not realize that that is actually a feather duster sticking out. So this system is the life is growing a lot, and I just realized one of my cords fell over, so I gotta get that up soon because it's upside down too. So gotta probably move it up to here or something. This, I think this was a plating cord as up here. Yeah, it looks like a white space right there. So looks like it fell off and all the way down here. So gotta reach in and get that. But anyways guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. If you guys like it, go ahead and hit the like button down below, and also remember to subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one.